be sophisticated enough to express where we want to go in terms of sustainable development. And maybe these 4 are enough. We'll see. We're working on it. Okay. What's the time? How am I doing on time?
We have about 10.
Okay, that's good. So now I'll jump to something completely different. We are a research organization. We work mainly with the research partners, and we are concerned with the link between science and policy. And to get there, we are investing more and more in what we call evidence-based policies. Specifically, we're working with evidence-based forestry, but this is not a forestry meeting, so I should say, put it more broadly. And the point here is that, first of all, evidence-based policies is a big thing. It has existed for decades. Other sectors are using it regularly. The medical sector, for example, is basing pretty much a very large proportion of their policy advice on evidence-based processes. Similarly, investment of public funds in, for example, the UK and other sectors go through evidence-based policy processes. And gradually, these methods these methods are moving over also to the natural resources side, and this is good. However, there are some misconceptions that we need to deal with. One is that science does not provide the solutions. Sometimes politicians seem to hide behind science because the scientists told us this was good, so that's our decision. Of course, that's not the case. But without science, good solutions will not be found. So we're always talking about a combination of science, expert opinion, and society's needs and preferences. We're not talking only about science when we talk about evidence-based policies. But the important thing here is that very, very often we end up here, outside the best science, with a lot of expert opinions. You can take almost any debate we have in the forestry field. You can take biofuels. It's all opinions. We had a big conference in FAO some 6 years ago, heads of state and all the rest of it. And before that, we had studies on, this was at the same time as the food prices went up. And some thought it was because of biofuels and some thought not. So we had a lot of background studies done.